Prince Charles, 73, is thought to want to pare back the firm when he inherits the throne from Queen Elizabeth II, 95. While the Queen has always maintained Prince Harry and Meghan Markle remain much-loved members of her family despite royal dramas, Charles could choose to do what his mother won't and strip them of their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles and HRH styles. What Charles will decide to do in regards to the Sussexes when he is king is a matter of speculation. But according to a constitutional expert, he will have the power to make his son plain Henry, in one fell swoop. Discussing the future of Meghan and Harry's titles, academic Ian McMarthan told, "As far as styles and titles are concerned, the Queen is at liberty to strip whomever of whatever royal title and peerage. When Prince Charles inherits the throne, he also inherits that same right." The expert added, accordingly, by stroke, be it at the hand of Elizabeth II, or future King Charles, HRH Prince Henry, Duke of Sussex, Earl of Dumbarton, and Baron Kilkeel, could quickly find himself becoming plain and ordinary Mr. Henry Charles Albert David Mountbatten Windsor. Harry and Meghan have held on to their titles despite stepping down as senior royals last year, but their recent commercial activities have prompted calls from critics for them to be stripped. They have seemingly ignored their promise to the Queen to not use their royal status in connection with their work after Megxit and have continued to trade off their titles. Meghan's children's book The Bench was published under Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, while a recent press release about Harry's upcoming memoir also referred to him as the Duke of Sussex. Not only have the couple used their royal status to their own benefit, but they have done so while firing shots at the institution. In their March interview with Oprah Winfrey, the Sussexes savaged the firm and made damning allegations against the royal household, including one of racism. But despite their attacks, which the Queen said would be dealt with by the family in private, they continued to employ their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles. Charles may choose to leave Harry's title intact because of the lasting memory of Princess Diana being stripped of her royal status following their divorce. Mr. McMarthan added, one thing can however be kept in mind: the formal removal of the HRH from Diana, Princess of Wales, after her divorce, was seen as a petty, spiteful act and not one that would actively be sought to be repeated. Harry has kept his place as sixth in line to the throne and cannot be removed from the line of succession without an act of Parliament, Mr. McMarthan explained. He added, on the question of removing Prince Harry and his heirs from the line of succession, only Parliament, through an Act of Parliament, can alter the succession as it is presently laid down in law. Neither the Queen nor future King Charles would have a part to play in this other than having to give royal assent at the end of the process. Touching on the future king's reported wish for a slimmed-down monarchy, Mr. McMarthan said, Prince Charles has reputedly long desired to have a slimmed-down monarchy, ensuring that it is not a financial burden on the state, and freeing those not in direct succession to have a private life. To this end, it is supposed that working royals would be limited to the monarch, their spouse, the heir and their family. All other members of the family would then be free to pursue a private life following their own careers and interests. Originally, Prince Harry was believed to have featured in Prince Charles's plans prior to his retirement from being a working royal. On the other hand, Prince Harry will celebrate the life of his grandmother the Queen in his upcoming book and won't include any material that is negative towards her, a royal expert has claimed. According to biographer Omid Scobie, one of the authors behind the Harry and Meghan Markle book Finding Freedom, it will not be critical of the Queen. He said, Harry really is going out of his way to make sure that there isn't material in there, the book, that can be seen as negative towards the Queen or her reign in any way whatsoever, and he really wants to celebrate her life and his relationship with her in that book. I think as much as the press want this to be a burn book and an attack on the institution, this is more just about his story, and of course, his story is so much more than just the few years of his life as the Duke of Sussex. I think for people expecting that warts and all moment, it's not going to happen. That said, it's still going to be fascinating. However, the Duke of Sussex's friends negation predict that the Duchess of Cornwall, unveiled by Her Majesty as the future Queen Consort, will come in for particular criticism in the no-holds-barred memoir. Tellingly, he has not said a word about the dramatic news that Camilla, 74, will in effect become the next queen when his father Prince Charles, 73, ascends the throne. His silence speaks volumes, says one pal, who alleges Harry, 37, is still not close to Camilla. Meanwhile, royal author Andrew Morton, who famously wrote a biography on Princess Diana, says that Prince Charles could also be in the firing line again when Harry's book is published. He told the Royal Yes podcast, "If I was Prince Charles, I'd be looking for a pile of coats to hide under." Because I think that the book that's going to come out next year is written by someone who spends a lot of time investigating father-son relationships because he ghost wrote a book on Andre Agassi, who had a difficult relationship with his father. So I think we're going to see Charles once more in the firing line. So if I was Prince Charles, I'd be looking for a hard hat and a flak jacket.